Hello everyone, welcome on our DocuTalk on the first one in year 2018. And today our guest is Ashleigh Raddatz, very special guest and my personal inspiration. She is a great documentary family photographer, and also she has started and is still working on building community of documentary family photographers who are not only in Europe now, but all over the world. And today we will talk how it was like to build the community, what were the challenges, and maybe what are the plans for the future. So welcome, Ashleigh.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, that's cool. Can you just tell us at the beginning a little bit about the idea that helped you to start the community of documentary family photographers in Europe?
Sure. So we had originally started, it was Leah Edwards and I. And Leah is from the UK, but she lives in Germany, and I'm from America, but live in Germany. And so we were looking for more photographers that photograph the same way we do with the documentary approach. And we connected, and I had told her, I have this idea. I really want to start meeting more people that are shooting this way. It's hard to find here in Europe. And what do you think if we build this community and maybe get a directory listing type thing going so that families can start finding us as well? And, we can give inspiration and tips because it was really hard to find all of that information here on this side of the world.
Yeah.
So, Leah actually started the Facebook group for us, and it started out very small. And then before we knew it, we were getting requests from all over the world to join. And so we thought at first we were like, no, let's keep it Europe. And then we realized, well, if people want this, well, why not? So we just started letting more and more people in. And that's how it became worldwide. And we decided to do the worldwide directory because we saw that there's a need for it. And so now we're filling that need, and we're really just trying to build up the community and get more and more people involved in the community, and more families made aware that this exists, which is great. And it's a work in progress, but it's good.
That's perfect. And what were the biggest difficulties at the beginning, and how did they change while the community was growing?
Oh, biggest difficulties. Wow. The biggest difficulties, honestly, when we were first starting was because it was just Lee and I, and we knew we wanted to work with more people, but we needed to find people that were just as passionate about it as we were, and just as passionate about community. And so I think in the beginning it was hard for us because it was just us two behind the scenes kind of running the show and putting together the website, and we didn't have a lot of money to put towards it. So we just made a budget of how much we had. It was very little, and literally built everything from scratch ourselves. And I had never worked on WordPress before. Somehow I became the WordPress person, and it was really great. So that was that. And then we also, you have to figure out, because we wanted to become worldwide, the legal side of that and all of those kind of things. I think overall, though, even though it's definitely been a lot of work, I wouldn't say it was necessarily difficult. It was ambitious and a ton of work and a ton of phone calls and Skype calls and everything else because we don't live in the same town. But at the end, I would say it just all came together so nicely because of all the people that ended up wanting to help us. Everyone was so open to it, which felt really, really good.
Did you feel the support from the photography community here in Europe while building your own page?
Yeah, absolutely. It was really good. It was... we definitely had a lot of support and a lot of people asking where, how they could be involved. And so we've been trying to build up more and more things that people can be involved in. We plan the meetups and retreats and things like that because a lot of people want just time to hang out with other people that can inspire them and just hang out with each other, which is really fun. Europe has been really supportive. I guess all over has been really supportive. It's been great.
Did you feel the rivalry between photographers in the community when you were just taking them together?
I would say that For us, when we were bringing everyone together, Lee and I had said from the very beginning that we wanted this to be about, like, this is bigger than her or I, or just any one single photographer. This is literally something that this type of photography can change lives, because especially the type of world we live in now, where we just always see perfection on social media and all of those things. And so to find people and bring them together that have this idea that our real life is like good enough to be photographed. We don't need to do all these crazy Photoshop or filters, and we can tell stories through a series of images and things like that. It felt really good to bring those people together, but I think that the community, there's so many of us, and the community just came together as a whole pretty seamlessly. It was really an easy thing to get people on board with getting together and setting the tone of like a really friendly community environment, but also people that are really serious about this.
How was it changing while the group was growing up and there were more and more members? Did you feel something has changed in the atmosphere, in the tone, in the way people ask for critique?
I would say overall, the tone of the group or the community in general has remained the same. I would say that there's so many genres out there in the photography world, and I would say that this community in general just feels so positive and uplifting, but they're also not afraid to give and receive critique. I think it's been really good with people asking for critique. They know, okay, they're going to give it to me seriously because it's going to help me in the long run. So I think that kind of respect that goes ways has always been there for the person giving critique, because they're taking time out of their schedule and their life to actually give you some feedback. And also the one receiving it, most of the time, they're very grateful and they take it how it is. And I would say overall, I don't know if it's just because the mindset maybe is different with documentary photographers or what, but I think overall, definitely the tone has been really just awesome from the beginning, and it continues to be more awesome. But there was never a time that it was like we had to, really work to set that. I think it just came so naturally to everyone involved, which is nice. We don't have to do a lot of like policing or anything.
And what are the main what are the main questions people can go with to the community, or can ask? What the main help they can get from the community on the internet and Facebook?
Well, anything really. I mean, if you're working towards getting better photographs, which I think we should always be working towards getting better photographs, you can always ask there. Especially one of the biggest things our community is known for is the business advice. Before we started the community, there was a lot of people out there saying, you know what, I don't think I can make it just shooting documentary as a business or offering this type of session. I don't think people will go for it. And so we made it kind of part of our mission to change that mindset, because there's numerous people that have successful businesses doing this. It's just not everyone talks about it all the time. And it's not like it happens overnight. That a lot of hard work goes into running a business, just like if you were to run any type of business under any type of genre of photography. It's not easy. And so we really wanted to set that expectation that you can absolutely do it. You just have to plan for it and make some decisions and really stick to it for a little bit. And then things will start really falling into place, and it grows kind of naturally then, just at a time.
And what are the main goals right now for documentary family photographers community?
Oh, we have so many. With our community, it's twofold. So we're trying to get more and more photographers involved and on the directory so that people can see that they're offering this type of photography. We're also trying to help people wherever they need it, whether that be, like I said, with business advice or bettering their photos or where's the best place to start, those kind of things. And then the other side of it is like really putting out to the world that this is something that you can get for your family or for your life or whatever stage in your life you're at. It doesn't matter. This will always work. You can photograph your everyday, or you can have it for a changing event, like a new baby's at home or whatever it is. So we're really trying, we have twofold the goals. It's one's for the community in general, the photography community, and the other one is just basically for the world, I guess you could say.
Yeah, so this group basically is for every kind of photographer, but the one who are interested in documentary family photographers, right?
Correct. So we, in the group, we allow any, it's open, we allow anybody to join us that has an interest in this type of photography. Maybe they don't even necessarily want to shoot this type of photography, but they want to learn more about it. And so we figure, yeah, well, then come on into the group and you can learn some more about it. The only thing that is exclusively for photographers that are shooting this is if someone wanted to list on the directory, then they have to have some kind of portfolio showing that they at least offer documentary sessions. They can offer other things as well, but they need to also offer documentary. So yeah, it's open though, and willing to give information.
Can you feel that there is the interest that is growing up between photographers and also among the clients in documentary family photographers?
Oh yeah.
No, I mean in documentary family photography, sorry.
Yeah, for sure. I would say that for sure, more and more, just in general across the world, it's gaining more and more interest from photographers. And of course, once we're more interested and start showing more of it, more families will be interested. I know, for example, that where I live, it's not really well known. And so I'm the single photographer that does this in my town, which is great for me because that means I get all of that business. But I do know also that some photographers in my area have been asking me, oh, we want to shoot this too. And I'm absolutely open to that because the more people that shoot it and you have your own style, then, the more families will want this, which is great for everyone. It's a win-win.
And why the interest is growing up? Why people are interested in documentary photography now? What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I would say, I think that a lot of it has to do with we want to continue to see, well, if there's a few things. One, we want to know that like as a family or like as a mother or whatever it is, it's nice to see that you're normal instead of I think we've been really the last probably 10 years with social media, we've been kind of fed this ideal of perfection, which doesn't really exist. And a lot of people didn't realize that. And so now people are saying, oh my gosh, people don't live that way. They're just as like crazy and messy and weird and whatever as I am. And so for photographers, that's really freeing to be able to say, I don't have to tell my clients I'm going to make them perfect. I can tell them that they're perfect exactly how they are. They don't have to do something special for me, that their story is enough. So I think that's really appealing for everybody. I think everyone's just overall looking for, the freedom to be who they are.
And it can be beautiful as well.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. But I think the biggest thing is them realizing that this is beautiful, no matter what it is, even if it's not perfection at all times, or even if, your house is a mess by the end of the day, that's just how life is. So that works too.
Great. Well, Ashleigh, thank you so much, and wish you good luck with building community and with your personal goals as well, because it's an inspiration to see someone who is doing something more than just building her own business. So wish you good luck. You have all my support, and I have so many photographers out there, and all the best in 2018. I mean,
thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, and we will see personally very soon. I'm sure about that.
For sure.
Bye.